Do you struggle with performance at McKinsey, BCG, or Bain? Are your managers always unhappy with your work? Do you feel that your productivity is very low? Do you know why does it happen? It's because you make invisible mistakes that hold you back. Today I'll show you the three strategies that will help you dramatically improve your performance. These are the low-hanging fruits I help consultants address first when I start coaching them. Because once you improve your productivity, other things start to improve as well, such as your feedback, reputation, leadership support, and overall lifestyle. So stay tuned. The third strategy will have the biggest impact on your work. But first, let me introduce myself. I am Rustem Karimov, a former associate partner at McKinsey. I joined McKinsey at 34 and I worked there for 9 years. Now I coach MBB consultants to achieve high performance through my coaching program. And many times I've seen how simple mistakes throw people into a performance spiral and eventually destroy their consulting careers. So I help consultants to turn things around in weeks, not months. So if you want personalized coaching support, book a free one-on-one consultation call. We will discuss your pain points, challenges, and aspirations. And we will find out if my coaching program is the right fit for you. The link in the description below, book now. But first, let me explain one thing. When I coach MBB consultants, I see the same patterns repeating again and again. Consultants make simple mistakes that lead to serious consequences. And it's not their fault, to be honest. They were just not trained very well, or they were trained to work in the wrong ways, and nobody explained to them how to work better. And usually, consultants have two, three bottlenecks that hold them back. These are quick wins that help you unlock your performance very fast. Fixing these issues often leads to disproportionate results. Even if you are doing pretty well right now, even if you are a tenured consultant, these three strategies help you to become even better. So let's talk about them one by one. With strategy one, accept task well to understand expectations. You know, the most damaging mistake you can make is to solve the wrong problem. When you do something completely wrong, not what your partners ask you to do, or you do it not in the way that your partners expect you to do, it doesn't matter how great it is, and it doesn't matter how hard you worked if it's just wrong. And partners get very angry, you feel embarrassed, and you wasted everyone's time. Why does it happen? This happens when you accept tasks without fully understanding the expectations of your managers and partners. And you don't understand expectations because you don't ask any clarifying questions. So typically, consultants accept tasks like soldiers, saying, "Sir, yes, sir." Why? Well, there are different reasons for that. Maybe you don't want to look stupid. You are too insecure. Or maybe you believe you can't ask any questions. Maybe you've seen that other high performers don't ask questions as well. That's what you felt that this is the expectation for you. Maybe you got traumatized in the past when partners or managers snapped at you for asking too many questions, saying, "Hey, you are a consultant. It's your job to figure it out. Don't ask me any questions." And then after hearing these words, you decided not to ask any questions at all. But it's a huge mistake. It's an overreaction. Because of one unpleasant situation, you deprive yourself of any chances of being successful in all your future work. And if you don't know the expectations upfront, your chances of getting it right are close to zero. You can't read the minds of other people. Here's what you can do instead: ask clarifying questions, understand why, how, and when of your task. That's a minimum information you need to know to execute your task successfully. Then you can play back your understanding to them. After every small segment of the conversation, just repeat a few words of what they said. You don't have to tell the whole thing. This way, you catch some miscommunication moments. And most importantly, you make people feel heard and understood. This will prompt people actually to expand and share even more information with you. That's how you uncover unknown, some of the expectation you didn't even know existed. And finally, once you get the critical information, align your plan and expected outputs with your leaders. Maybe your managers know a better way to execute this task, a more effective way to do it. This way, you catch the last misalignments before you go into execution. If you want to learn a more detailed guide on how to accept tasks without annoying your leaders, read my post on this topic. I share the link in the description of this video. And in my coaching program, we always practice this skill in role play simulations. So consultants can really understand how it should really work in practice. Okay, that's the first strategy. Accept tasks well to understand expectations. Before we discuss the other two strategies, let me ask you a favor. If you find my videos helpful, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me to share this video with other people. Every week, I share practical strategies to help you become a high performing, confident consultant. And please share your thoughts or ask any questions in the comments. I read and reply to every single comment. Okay, let's move on to other two. The second strategy is to allocate time to think. I know it sounds super obvious, but it's actually very hard to do in practice. Let me explain. When I was a consultant, I remember this constant pressure to execute. And spending even 5 minutes just thinking without doing anything felt like a huge waste of time. But please understand one simple truth. If you don't think, you produce shallow content. Partners and managers get frustrated and provide you with countless comments to your shallow content. This leads to a massive amount of rework and iterations. Basically, you create new stupid work for yourself that didn't exist before. Instead of closing your task and moving on to do new things, many consultants get stuck in this mindless execution loop, fixing random comments. So they're basically running in a hamster wheel. And the faster they run, the harder they work, the more churn they create, the faster the wheel spins. Here's a better approach. Allocate some time to think before producing any slides. Even as little as 30 minutes can change the quality of your outputs. So when thinking, draft your slides on paper. This forces you to clarify your thinking before touching PowerPoint. That's the time when you actually problem solve. It's a critical moment for you. Please understand this. If you make wrong decisions at this point, everything you do after that will be absolutely useless and a waste of time. And when you think, ask yourself important problem solving questions. And also anticipate what questions your managers will ask you. So what? Why is this important? What's next? What are we saying to clients? So all of these questions are pretty obvious and repetitive. If you do that, you will significantly improve the quality of your outputs. And please remember, your firm didn't hire you to make slides. Otherwise, they would hire a bunch of graphic designers. They hire you to think and problem solve. And if you don't do that, you are not doing your job. So make sure you do that. And the final strategy is so simple, but really, really powerful. Okay. So polish your outputs before sending to your leaders. Here's my story again. I made this very silly mistake. It's actually quite embarrassing to share with you. I used to send my outputs to managers as soon as I created them. I thought that speed was somehow more important than quality of my outputs. And I believe that the faster I worked, the better for me. But only later I realized that there are no bonuses for speed. My managers and partners really didn't care if I did it earlier than I supposed to, right? They needed it on time. And also, you must remember your first draft are always scrap. You send these crappy slides to your leaders, you get the same issues more comments, more rework, more iterations, and you get less work done. That's how you waste your time. That's how you kill your productivity and reputation. And you position yourself as a consultant who always produces crappy outputs. Is this the reputation you want to have in your MBB firm? I don't think so. Okay. So instead, do 3 to 5 polishing iterations before sending your slides to anyone. Check for obvious mistakes, proofread your text, sharpen your messages, improve your visuals, and make your output shine. Okay. So that builds trust very fast. And you build a reputation as a consultant who always produce high quality outputs. That's a fantastic reputation to have in an MBB firm. That's how you win at this job. Okay, just to recap, here are 3 strategies that we discussed. First, accept tasks well to understand your leader's expectations. Second one, allocate your time to think and problem solve. And number three, polish your outputs to show high quality slides to your leaders. If you implement these three strategies, you will feel a significant improvement in your operating model and overall performance. I know these three strategies may sound simple, but in reality, it takes time to fix them. That's why in my coaching program, consultants complete practical exercises. That's how we identify specific issues that hold them back. So if you are an MBB consultant and you want to improve your performance and you need personalized coaching support, not high level generic advice, but tangible and specific recommendations to you, then book a free one-on-one consultation call with me. We'll discuss your current challenges, pain points, and aspirations. And we will see if my coaching program is the right fit for you. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful to you. Thank you for watching. See you next time.